Something huge is happening in the Middle East. While most crypto investors are watching Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the latest meme coins, the United Arab Emirates has quietly become one of the most crypto-friendly regions on the planet. And right at the center of it all? Ripple. Over the past few months, Ripple has been expanding aggressively across the UAE. New partnerships, new licenses, new institutional clients, a new regional headquarters, and perhaps most importantly, government-backed tokenization projects that could bring billions of dollars of real-world assets onto blockchain networks. Today, we're going to break down exactly what's happening, why Ripple keeps winning in the UAE, and why many XRP investors believe this could be one of the most important developments in the company's history. Let's dive in.
Let's start with one of the biggest announcements. Ripple revealed a strategic partnership with Ctrl Alt, a major tokenization infrastructure company operating in the UAE. Now, this isn't just another partnership announcement. The real significance lies in what Ctrl Alt is working on. According to Ripple, the partnership will support Dubai's real estate tokenization initiative. Think about that for a moment. Real estate is one of the largest asset classes in the world. We're talking about trillions of dollars. Traditionally, buying and selling real estate involves paperwork, banks, lawyers, and long settlement periods. Tokenization changes all of that. Instead of owning an entire property, investors can own digital fractions of that property through blockchain technology. And Ripple's custody infrastructure is being positioned to help secure these tokenized assets. This is exactly the type of real-world utility Ripple has been pursuing for years.
Next comes another major development. Ripple announced the opening of its new Middle East and Africa regional headquarters in Dubai's DIFC. Now, why is this important? Because companies don't establish major regional headquarters unless they expect substantial growth. Ripple has been operating in Dubai for years, but this move signals a deeper commitment to the region. According to Ripple, demand for regulated blockchain infrastructure continues to rise throughout the Middle East. The company highlighted several achievements. The first blockchain payments provider licensed by the DFSA, RLUSD becoming recognized within the DFSA ecosystem, and plans to significantly expand its regional workforce. This tells us that Ripple sees the UAE as a strategic hub for future growth. Then we have another fascinating partnership. Ripple and Zand Bank announced collaboration around digital asset innovation. Zand is not an ordinary bank. It's one of the UAE's most technologically advanced financial institutions. The partnership focuses on blockchain-powered financial services and stablecoin infrastructure. This matters because banks are no longer ignoring blockchain. They're actively embracing it. And Ripple has positioned itself as one of the leading providers of enterprise-grade blockchain solutions. As more banks enter the digital asset space, Ripple continues building relationships with institutions that could eventually use its technology for payments, settlements, and liquidity management. CryptoSlate reported that Ripple is integrating XRP-related payment infrastructure with major UAE financial institutions. The goal? Reduce payment friction across international corridors. The Middle East is one of the most active regions for cross-border transactions. Billions of dollars move between Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Gulf every year. Traditional international transfers can be expensive and slow. Ripple's technology was specifically designed to solve that problem. Faster settlements, lower costs, and greater efficiency. If adoption continues to grow, Ripple could become a critical piece of the financial infrastructure connecting multiple global markets.
What's even more interesting is that the UAE isn't alone. Around the world, we're seeing governments move toward clearer crypto regulations. Zimbabwe recently introduced its first comprehensive crypto framework. Whether investors agree with every detail or not, one thing is clear. Governments are moving from uncertainty toward regulation. And that is exactly what institutional investors have been waiting for.
Hungary is also moving in a more crypto-friendly direction. Reports suggest the country is reconsidering restrictive policies and modernizing its approach to digital assets. Again, this reflects a larger trend. Governments increasingly recognize that blockchain technology is not going away. Japan may be making one of the most significant moves of all. Lawmakers are reportedly considering changes that would classify cryptocurrencies more like traditional financial products. Potential tax reductions and clearer regulatory structures could encourage broader adoption. Japan remains one of the world's most important financial markets. Any major regulatory shift there would send a strong signal to the rest of the world. Meanwhile, in the United States, discussions around the Clarity Act continue. The broader objective is straightforward: create a more predictable framework for digital assets. For years, uncertainty has been one of the biggest obstacles facing the crypto industry. Clear legislation could provide the confidence institutions need to accelerate adoption.
So what does all of this mean for Ripple and XRP? The answer is simple. Ripple continues to execute. While much of the crypto market focuses on speculation, Ripple is building relationships with governments, regulators, banks, and major financial institutions. The UAE appears to be becoming one of Ripple's strongest growth markets, from tokenized real estate to banking partnerships to regional headquarters expansion. The company is embedding itself into a rapidly growing digital asset ecosystem. Does this guarantee XRP price appreciation? Of course not. But it does demonstrate something extremely important. Real-world adoption is happening, and Ripple is positioning itself to be at the center of it. What do you think? Could the UAE become Ripple's biggest success story yet? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the crypto landscape is changing fast, and you won't want to miss what's coming next.